Our story begins around 3000 BCE. On a rocky outcrop in the heart of the Greek mainland, a settlement emerged. This was Athens in its infancy. The city was named for Athena, the goddess of wisdom, warfare and crafts. The Acropolis, meaning highest point, provided natural defences for early Athenians. Life was simple then. People farmed the land and worshipped their gods. But even in these early days, the seeds of Athenian greatness were being sown. They shared a common language and beliefs, laying the groundwork for the city's future. Trade flourished, connecting Athens with other burgeoning civilizations in the Aegean. The Mycenaean world was one of heroes and legends. It was the time of the Trojan War, a conflict immortalized in Homer's epic poems. The Mycenaeans, with their advanced weaponry and centralized rule, dominated much of Greece. However, their reign was not to last. Around the 12th century BCE, a wave of instability swept across the eastern Mediterranean. The Mycenaean civilization collapsed. The reasons for this decline remain shrouded in mystery, but the consequences were profound. Greece entered a period known as the Greek Dark Ages. The Dark Ages were characterized by a decline in population, trade and literacy. The once great palaces and cities of the Mycenaeans fell into ruin. Life became more rural and isolated. Yet amidst this decline, the spirit of the Athenian people endured. As the Dark Ages gradually lifted, Athens began to re-emerge from the shadows. The Archaic Period was a time of transformation for Athens. The polis, or city-state, emerged as the dominant political unit. This period saw the development of new political systems, including the foundations of Athenian democracy. Athens's early government was ruled by a series of aristocratic families. However, this system led to social unrest and calls for reform. One notable figure who championed change was Solon, a wise Athenian statesman. In 594 BCE, Solon introduced a series of reforms aimed at addressing social inequalities. It was Cleisthenes, another Athenian reformer, who took the decisive step towards establishing what we now know as democracy. In 508 BCE, Cleisthenes introduced a system of government based on the principle of rule by the people. This newfound democracy would become a cornerstone of Athenian identity and a model for centuries to come. The 5th century BCE marked the zenith of Athenian power and influence. This period, often referred to as the Golden Age of Athens, witnessed an explosion of creativity and intellectual thought. Central to this Golden Age was Pericles, a prominent Athenian statesman. The most iconic symbol of this era is the Parthenon, a magnificent temple dedicated to Athena. Socrates, with his relentless questioning, challenged Athenians to think critically. His student, Plato, founded the Academy, shaping Western philosophy for centuries. Section 5. The Persian Wars defending Hellenic freedom. As Athens flourished, a new threat emerged from the east. The Persian Empire, under the rule of Darius I, had set its sights on expanding westward. The Persian Wars, a series of conflicts between the Greek city-states and the Persian Empire, would become a defining moment in Athenian history. The first Persian invasion of Greece in 492 BCE ended in failure when a storm destroyed the Persian fleet off the coast of Mount Athos. Undeterred, Darius launched a second invasion in 490 BCE. This time, the Persians landed at Marathon, a plain northeast of Athens. The Battle of Marathon, fought on September 12, 490 BCE, became a legendary victory for the Athenians. Outnumbered but not outmatched, the Athenian army, led by Miltiades, decisively defeated the Persian forces. Section 6. The Peloponnese War. A city divided. The Persian Wars had a profound impact on Athens. The city emerged from the conflict as a leading military power. The Delian League, initially formed to protect Greece from further Persian aggression, transformed into an Athenian empire. This shift in power dynamics sowed the seeds of resentment among other Greek city-states, particularly Sparta and its allies. The Peloponnesian War, a protracted and devastating conflict between Athens and Sparta erupted in 431 BCE. The war, fueled by long-standing rivalries, economic tensions and ideological differences, pitted the Athenian democracy against the Spartan oligarchy. Athens, with its superior navy, controlled the seas and launched raids on Spartan coastal territories. Sparta, renowned for its land army, invaded Attica, the region surrounding Athens, forcing the Athenian population to seek refuge behind the city walls. In 404 BCE, Athens surrendered to Sparta, marking the end of the Peloponnese War and the city's golden age. Section 7, from Hellenistic rule to Roman dominion. The Peloponnesian War had a devastating impact on Athens. The city, once the preeminent power in Greece, found itself stripped of its empire, its fleet destroyed, and its walls dismantled. However, the Athenian spirit remained unbroken. The city, despite its political and economic decline, continued to be a center of learning and culture. The 4th century BCE saw the rise of Philip II of Macedon. Philip, a shrewd strategist and skilled military leader, united the fractious Greek city-states under his rule. At the Battle of Cheronea in 338 BCE, Philip's forces defeated a combined Athenian and Theban army, effectively ending Athenian independence. Philip's son, Alexander the Great, succeeded his father in 336 BCE. Alexander's conquests spread Greek culture and influence across the ancient world. This period, known as the Hellenistic period, saw the fusion of Greek and Eastern traditions. Athens, though no longer politically dominant, played a role in this cultural exchange. Section 8, Byzantine Era and Beyond, Echoes of the Past. The Roman Empire, divided in the late 4th century CE, saw the rise of Constantinople as the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire. Athens, now part of the Byzantine world, experienced a decline in its political and economic fortunes. Christianity, which had spread throughout the Roman Empire, became the dominant religion in the Byzantine Empire. The ancient temples of Athens, once symbols of the city's pagan past, were converted into churches. The Parthenon, dedicated to the goddess Athena, became a church dedicated to the Virgin Mary. The city faced threats from various invaders, including the Goths, Slavs, and Arabs. In the 13th century CE, after the sack of Constantinople during the Fourth Crusade, Athens fell under the control of the Frankish Crusaders. Section 9, Athens Reborn, a capital rises from the ashes. The 19th century marked a turning point in Greek history. After centuries of foreign rule, a spirit of nationalism surged through the Greek people. The Greek War of Independence, which began in 1821, pitted Greek revolutionaries against the Ottoman Empire in a bloody struggle for freedom. Athens, despite its diminished state, played a symbolic role in the war. The city, besieged by Greek forces, became a focal point of the conflict. In 1829, after years of fighting, Greece secured its independence from the Ottoman Empire. Athens, the cradle of democracy and a symbol of Greek national identity, was chosen as the capital of the newly established Greek state in 1834. The city underwent a period of rapid growth and modernization. New buildings were constructed, inspired by neoclassical architecture, reflecting the desire to connect with Greece's glorious past. Section 10. Modern Athens, where antiquity meets cosmopolitanism. The 20th century was a period of significant change for Athens. The city experienced rapid population growth, fueled by urbanization and migration from rural areas. Athens became a bustling metropolis facing the challenges and opportunities of a modern urban center. Despite the challenges of modernization, Athens retained its unique character, a blend of ancient history and contemporary life. The city's ancient monuments, painstakingly preserved and restored, stand as reminders of its illustrious past, while modern buildings, bustling streets, and vibrant cultural scene reflect its dynamic present. Athens, as the birthplace of democracy, continues to play a significant role in global affairs. The city hosted the first modern Olympic Games in 1896, marking the revival of this ancient Greek tradition. Today, Athens is a major centre for tourism, culture and education, attracting visitors and scholars from around the world. The story of Athens is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a city that continues to inspire, challenge and captivate us centuries later.